and we're trying to figure out how much Bron's nut is worth. What do you?
You
is
gotta
serious. I don't know
preface
what's so funny.
that. You gotta
Okay,
preface
so
that first. You can't just
yesterday
say,
not yesterday, last week we were
Last
having
week.
the discussion of is LeBron, is Giannis, are these people superhumans, right?
Yeah.
Specifically with the conversation of LeBron was, here's this guy who may or may not have a photographic memory. You don't have to look that shit up. It's not worth it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. He may or may not have a photographic memory. He clearly is one of the most gifted human specimens we've ever seen.
Yeah.
So the question remains: if you're a single female billionaire and you
or
want,
male, if you're trying to,
interesting.
If you can't
know.
have babies,
exactly.
who else would you want impregnating your wife? LeBron, if you took him back in time 100 years ago,
Right.
people would worship him like, oh my God, a god has come down.
He's Genghis Khan.
Nah, this is facts. If
Genghis Khan apparently is like, what is he? There's like 10% of his DNA in like every Asian or something
really,
like that. Or something like that. Like
I'm just saying if a 6'8", 240-pound carved out of
super
marble,
fast,
yeah,
super smart.
people would be like, oh, this is God.
Yeah. And like, I don't know, man. If you go to like a sperm donor place,
Yeah. I looked some up, by the way. For
don't
this
they
discussion.
like they usually like they give you kind of like what would equate to like a menu, right? Of like, like what would you want
So that's the tricky
the
thing.
sperm to be, or like the donor to be like, right?
You would assume
Okay.
there
they
was
don't
this.
do this.
Well, they do to a certain extent. There is like they look at your history. They got to make sure there's no like you're not psychotic and you're not a serial killer and there's not in your family. I assume.
You don't have diseases.
What's funnier than
Exactly.
you
But there-
researching sperm
yeah.
donors is us not reacting at all to you researching sperm donors.
Well, I was thinking about it because when I was thinking about how much I would pay or somebody would pay for LeBron's sperm on the open market, right? No, for real,
like
dude.
it's priceless. He has
dude,
priceless sperm.
He is
does.
priceless sperm. Like
He does.
there are tied up condoms somewhere floating
Oh,
around
for
the
sure.
Hudson that could be worth millions and millions
For
of dollars
sure.
if they were in the right hands, right?
I mean, you think about it like this, like women, I mean, like, scammer women basically, they turkey based or like they cut the holes in the condoms to like,
yeah.
like bench warmers. Like people
Yeah.
are just like, they're just like 6'8" and like whatever. They're just tall.
Yeah.
And like, I just want to marry my way or get child support my way into the NBA, into these millions or whatever.
Right.
You can't put a price on LeBron's like turkey basting or the holes in his joint because he's hit the genetic lottery. Like
He's hit the genetic lottery.
You're
And
not gonna get anything better than that.
And the reason because here's the thing, there are guys who are big, but I don't know if they're smart. So it's like you could be like, you hope that they get all of your DNA. But here's the thing with LeBron, like even if your kid gets your physical DNA and his mental, then you're set.
That's still a win.
Yeah.
It's still a win, right? And if they get his physical, your mental, win,
Yeah.
right? So, I researched this one clinic. There was this guy who was trying to like make like humanity better.
Superhumans.
I know this sounds like very Hitlerish.
I was about to say, like, this is getting
it gets there.
very concentration campy.
So
and that haircut doesn't
So
help
let me
it
just
either.
say what it is, right? So I know. So basically, what he did is he was like, listen, I want to get like all these smart people to offer sperm, and then people can choose to re-up with the smart person's sperm, and he would like have people go to
a great idea.
campuses and professors and teachers who had like incredible intellect, and be like, yo, donate some sperm, and then
we're gonna save the world.
We're
with
gonna.
his sperm.
I don't know what we're gonna do with the world, but what's kind of weird is I researched. I was like, how did the kids come out mad normal?
Really?
Yeah. So it was a little bit shocking. So maybe our brains aren't like entirely genetic in terms of intellect. Maybe
you mean normal in the sense like they just came out like super average, like
yeah, like accountants and shit. Like they're not like solving mysteries, or I don't know why mysteries would be
Yeah.
the first thing that goes, Scooby Doo,
Mystery
Scrappy Dappy. Like that's what I would do with the brain. If I was real smart, I'd get my friends and a dog in a van.
Solve murder mysteries.
Exactly. So it was like, well, whatever. We don't know exactly what
there's
happened.
the difference between a professor and LeBron is a marked difference.
Yeah,
Marked
like I
difference.
think. I was about to say like normal in the sense of like they just became like the average Joe who's the accountant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at the same time, like average is so relative. Like if you take somebody who whose family never really had shit and like kind of had to scrap to make ends meet their entire time, like the person that grew up to be an accountant like made it. That's great for them.
Right.
So I guess that's all relative. So like you said, like with the professor and LeBron James, like I kind of feel like those
I could
babies,
make an accountant with a method.
Exactly. You know
Yeah,
what
I'm
I
not
mean?
worried
Like,
about accountant.
You're
Right.
fine.
We're talking about greatness.
I'm
If
talking
paying
about
top
physical
dollar.
peak humanity.
Right, but
there.
that weighed into my cost for his sperm.
Okay.
Right,
what-
so because my initial cost was 100 million,
100 million is what I was just thinking.
but
Yeah.
here's the thing: it's only 100 million upon pregnancy,
how's up?
Oh yeah.
I need
okay.
guaranteed
yeah,
kid.
Of course.
and
yeah.
that's an important thing to
Mm.
put in the
No,
contract. If
Very
you're
true.
buying LeBron's sperm,
Yeah, of course.
you tell him like
So we're talking miscarriages here. This got real.
miscarriages don't count.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
no, no,
All
no,
right.
no, no.
You
It's
know,
Got
you
gotta
don't
real
need
dark
guaranteed.
real
Boom,
fast.
for real. Yeah,
You
yeah.
don't need guaranteed pregnancy. You need guaranteed childbirth.
I need
Facts.
guaranteed pregnancy, childbirth. It has to be out of your control.
So
You know-
9 months we wait until you pay. And
The baby's got to come out.
it's not just one sperm. It's as many sperm as it takes for her to get pregnant.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't give you one.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
you
it's
get-
one
you get a-
sperm
you get a whole
sample.
tube of
You
it,
get like
right?
a billion.
You get
or
however
many
many-
sperms
uh,
come out in a
Yeah,
nut.
however many
Yeah.
sperm samples until she gets pregnant.
Yeah.
$100 million.
Yeah.
That's
This
completely
got real
reasonable.
dark. Real
Honestly,
fast.
for $100 million, it would be worth it to tell LeBron to jerk off whenever I want. Nope, didn't catch, Bron. I'm gonna need you to
Didn't
whack
catch,
it off.
bro.
I got a game tonight. I don't care. Maybe that's why the Cavs lost to the Knicks.
Probably,
Ah.
man.
LeBron.
Somebody's probably paying him out. Like, you know
Bro.
what's crazy?
You
Like,
don't think in that $1 billion contract Phil Knight gave LeBron there wasn't like, let me get some sperm?
yeah, I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Like, yo, if you're like a superstar or
Yeah.
used to be a superstar and you're down on your luck, right?
Yeah,
You don't think you can't find some rich guy somewhere to be like, hey, listen, I ain't got much money,
yeah.
but I'm like a physical Adonis,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
my sperm could be worth lots of money.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you
you
need to find
can't.
a rich girl who doesn't have a man.
That's what
your
I'm
play.
saying. It's all about the rich girl. You find a rich single girl who just hasn't been able to, find a man. She
A
wants to
rich
get
single
pregnant.
girl,
Yeah.
or like a mad scientist who wants to cure humanity
Yeah.
and like just create a whole
But he
race
needs
of
girls
superhumans.
for that.
Do you?
Yeah, you can't have the baby without the girl, right? Chicken or egg. You think we're putting up with these girls for what?
I'm thinking like a Marvel movie where
You
like
just take
you're
like an egg. You
putting-
find an egg random. You know what I mean? Like pay a girl for an egg.
I'm
just
thinking
be
like
done.
I'm thinking
Any
like
girl.
an
But
X-Men
where do you
movie where,
have the
like,
baby?
You make like Weapon X and just put them like where Logan's
Dude.
in a tube and like strapped up to all these things and he heals super fast and then
This would be an ideal situation. You throw me that water, Alex. This would be an ideal situation. Boy, I got it. And Flagrant too. What's up? We're athletes.
hands.
So,
Hands team.
That was a lot riding on that catch right there, yo.
Coulda-
If I
these
bobbled
people
that
real
shit,
left.
that
These
could have
people
been the
real
end of the
left to do
podcast.
podcast, man.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'm going with the 100 million with guaranteed kid.
I don't even know if that's high enough. If it was a bidding war for LeBron's sperm,
Yeah.
it would go for billions of
Why
dollars.
would it be bidding more? You could just keep
If you
on
like
giving away sperm.
theoretically,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
there was like, all right, he's only doing this once and for
Only
one
jerking
person.
off one time.
He's only
Yeah,
doing this for one
So you're
person.
saying that LeBron's sperm
Like
is like
LeBron
a
just
Wu-Tang
stands
album?
in the middle. He just stands in the middle of a crowd of a bunch of people
Yeah.
with test tubes. Like, all right, guys,
How much did old
you
boy?
guys got one shot at this.
I nominate his tribute.
Let's say he wanted to do it for charity, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
an
yeah.
auction for charity.
Yeah.
One child to whoever wants it from my sperm.
Yeah.
What if
How
he's-
much do you think it would go for?
Oh,
Billions
God.
of dollars.
I think 100 million is caps.
I think Jeff Bezos would pay.
Bezos.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
He's not
yeah,
LeBron. I don't
yeah,
even
yeah.
know his
Nobody
fucking
cares about that guy.
smart sperm. Who cares? Big
Uh,
deal. Billions of dollars.
You know who pays that money? That fucking farmer bro. What's his name? The guy who bought the Wu-Tang album.
Yeah.
Martin.
Martin Shkreli.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
He ponies up to 200 mil for that. I think he like doubles it up. Like
200 mil.
not even to like create another.
Damn, he would pay for
LeBron,
a
just to,
video
like,
of LeBron
keep
jerking
it away
off.
from people. Just to be a dickhead. Like he'd just buy it just to keep it away from people.
All right, fine.
Yeah, this is gross. I don't know how long I can keep talking about another man's genitals.
Look,
but
I was fascinated.
it's scientifically fascinating. Like I like to see like
It's an
the next
interesting
generation
discussion.
of leaping humanity forward. Like,
Literally.
Who is LeBron's wife?
Savannah James.
High
That's high school
school,
sweetheart.
yeah,
What's
yeah.
her
Sweetheart.
What's her background? Like, what is?
I've never researched
You know, we're
her
about
life
to
like
see
that.
if you can make genetic freaks because what's that chick who was doping the running girl? Now she plays in the WNBA
Oh gosh.
for like a Home Depot salary.
No.
She used to be like the most. She used to
You're
be the
really
most
asking me to, like,
decorated
name her.
female
Marion
Olympian.
Jones?
Marion Jones.
She plays in the WNBA?
Yeah, that's where. Yeah.
She doesn't.
I swear to God, she was. playing in
Marion
the
Jones plays in the WNBA.
Uh,
Yes,
you got
please
that? Can
look
you
that
Google
up.
it?
There's
Alex.
no way. Well, anyway, yeah. Continue.
So yeah, Marion Jones was playing in the WNBA, and then I think her husband, she had a child with Tim.
Well, Sheldon Williams and Candace Parker have kids also.
No. Sheldon Williams.
Candace Parker carries a lot of that weight.
Yeah. Sheldon's there.
Sheldon Williams a bum.
But
and I think they divorced too. So like he completely
lost.
All
right,
yeah.
She was playing for the
She
Tulsa
played for
Shock.
the Tulsa Shock?
Exactly. Yeah, I thought you know your WNBA.
Well, the WNBA
so her
fans
husband, or I don't know if they're still together, but they had a child with an Olympic sprinter.
Yep.
I think his name was Tim Montgomery.
Tim Montgomery, yes.
Tim Montgomery.
At one point,
So the fastest woman in the world, and the second fastest man, I guess, in the U.S.
At one point, yeah.
At one point, had a kid.
Yeah.
We don't. How old is this kid? We don't know. But if that kid doesn't work out, then this shit is all crapshoot, and you can have babies with whoever the fuck you want.
I mean, I think you need a bigger sample size than that. Let me ask you this:
Why?
Though. If you could have any two people procreate for the good of humanity, whatever, in whatever way you want to do it, for entertainment purposes, whatever, who would it be?
Me and a bad bitch.